Hey, welcome to another edition of the Roots Recap. It's brought to you by Roots Research for Monday, February 21st, 2022. My name is Major.
And I'm Tim. What are we going to
The
talk about today?
the markets might have been closed in the United States and Canada, but that doesn't mean the news was closed. Lots of stuff happening. Well, we're going to break it all down from rising tensions in Russia affecting futures. We saw futures taking a tumble, right? On top of that, Beijing Olympics, the Winter Olympics are now over. So, there's a lot of fear and uncertainty and doubt. A lot of that FUD going around now that
Yep.
China might invade Taiwan. All eyes on Russia, Ukraine right now again, right? Because a lot of that
Hmm.
is going to be based on the sanctions, seeing what China's going to do.
Very true.
But
Yeah.
that's not the only battle going on right now. And this one's been going on for almost as long. Elon and the SEC are at it again. So we'll kind of talk about that. And some other social media celebrity news. Trump's social media platform went live on the App Store, become the number one app overnight, number one free app on the Apple Store
Is it called like
overnight.
Truth or something like
Truth,
that?
we'll
Or
break it all down
True?
for you, and we'll give you the blank check company to trade off of that. Then we'll go over some
Ah,
earnings. But if you really want to get a good breakdown of the earnings, check out our latest episode of the Roots Report. You can find that on Spotify or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. We've got a great podcast break down a little more detail about market, huge news in the market. Plus, we go over some trades and some earnings. Plus, a little
yeah.
mystery topic there at the very end, a little cherry on top. But let's get right into it. We saw markets take quite a tumble, right? Futures, NASDAQ closed like 3% down.
Yeah.
Last time I
Yeah.
saw
It's
on the
a
21st.
huge day. S&P 500 was just barely about 2% off for the day. So everything's kind of reacting in a big downtrend.
Oh,
There's
not
been
good
some
at all.
scary news, I guess, over the weekend.
Yeah.
To note quickly, Queen Elizabeth II actually got diagnosed with COVID as well. So
Now, is this her first time or is her second time?
I actually don't
I
know.
think someone else in the royal family got COVID before.
Oh, okay.
Well, God save the Queen with Moderna,
Everything's
maybe.
happening.
We'll see. Moderna's got some
Yeah,
earnings this week as well, so
we'll
that'd
see.
be fun to announce that they saved the Queen.
Yeah.
The Winter Olympics came to an end, right?
Hmm.
So as I was talking about just a minute ago, all eyes on China now, while everyone in China is looking at the United States and NATO to see how they handle the Russia-Ukraine situation with the sanctions. If they
Yeah,
have a proper
honestly, and
response.
like with the news cycle that I'm seeing here, at least, I feel like the China and Taiwan issue is sort of put on the back burner. It's not really hot pressing topic right now, even though it probably should be,
Yeah, I think they're
as
definitely
far as
waiting by the
reporting.
wayside. I don't think, you know,
Yeah.
I'm sure Russia and China have talked, but I'm not sure it's like a full like hey, you go at 6 and I'll go at 6:01. We'll do our things at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Alan. Let's talk about Elon real fast. Not going to
Okay,
say
sure.
as interesting, but for certain shareholders, it can be just as impactful, right? We've seen Tesla come off quite a bit in the last couple of months, right? I mean, they had that glorious run in October where the share price doubled. We got the 1200. Then we
Hmm.
saw a double top, and it kind of just dropped all the way back down to support here in the low 800s. So it's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. For those who aren't really familiar with it, the conflict started back in September 2018 when the SEC charged Musk for making false and misleading statements to investors after he wrote on Twitter that he had secured enough funding for a massive private buyout of Tesla F420 a share.
Ah,
Hilarious, right? Not if you
yeah.
own any
Interesting.
of it. Yeah. No. So Musk and Tesla had 20 million in fines. Let's fast forward a little bit, right? So that was kind of the beginning of it all. And then we see here that he got subpoenaed by the SEC again, and following this last November, following his Twitter poll asking if he should sell 10% of his stake.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember that. The infamous should I sell?
Should I sell? Right, trying to take advantage
Yes.
because he he has some taxes to pay for those options he wanted to exercise, right? He
Yeah,
now has more
but
shares than he did beforehand,
if you don't sell your shares, you don't have to pay tax,
right? And I don't know.
right?
I think it was a brilliant.
So
I think it was a really good way to not spook the market, not spook Tesla shareholders.
yeah, and
However,
I
the
actually think
SEC
that
might not
the
appreciate
price
it.
went up after he announced that, right? People were buying into him selling
I don't think so.
because it was.
I might be wrong.
I think it was like a very short term,
Now,
but
I remember when people
I
thought he
don't
was
remember.
done selling, people bought back in.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
there was a
okay, that might
rumor
have been
that
it.
after 6 million, yeah, he sold like $6 billion $1 million in shares, billions in shares, billions of dollars in shares, and then
In one report, yeah, I
yeah,
remember
and
that.
then it was like Musk is done, and so then the Tesla price went up, and then there were more reports that he sold more to get to that
Yeah,
10%. So absolutely hilarious.
yeah, that's
Now
crazy.
another company that's seen quite a bit of price action recently is the blank check company, Digital World Acquisition, that is
Hmm.
merging here with Truth Social, TMTG, and they're gonna take Trump's Truth Social app public as a public company. The next, like, to compete
Interesting.
with Twitter and your Snapchat.
Hmm.
According
Do you think
to
it's got a shot? Like, how many users does it have? Do we know this?
it became the number one downloaded free app on the Apple Store overnight, and
Oh
so much
wow.
so that they created a wait list. So a lot of people who kind of like pre-ordered or was on the wait list to download the app as soon as it was available were put on a wait list, probably because
Hmm.
they didn't want the app to crash. Because I guess like you say that's a lot of demand, right?
Yeah,
But maybe
yeah.
they just didn't.
Interesting.
Maybe they just didn't buy a lot of servers. Who knows,
Hmm.
like the actual number of people.
Do you have any dwack? Are you bullish on it?
So short term bullish based on market sentiment. Long
Fair.
term, very bearish. Now I know, like Trump's just kind of like the poster child for it or whatever. He's not making like the main decisions of it. But
Yeah, I know,
as a
but
man
it's still
who's
associated with them.
bankrupted two casinos, it's really hard not to like buy some puts in for 2023 or 2024.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, wait till it gets to $100 and then just go to 2023 or 2024. Look at the puts, see what you can afford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's kind of what I'm thinking for like timing March right now with the market. Is just going to March and trying to buy some puts that I can afford and see what happens.
Oh yeah. I mean, for sure that's it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And if you want to talk to Tim and I about the puts we're getting, definitely some NASDAQ, some QQQ puts, some SPY puts all around. You
Yep.
can join our Discord. Find a link through our Twitter, and on Twitter that's Roots Research _. But we'll
Hmm.
shamelessly plug all of that here at the end. We have some pretty good earnings coming up this week. Like I was saying before, check out our podcast, The Roots Report, on Spotify,
Yep.
Apple Music, iTunes, wherever you go, your favorite stuff. There are some pretty big hitters this week, but overall not as exciting as maybe some other ones we've seen in the past. We have Home Depot and Macy's reporting on Tuesday morning, with Teladoc reporting
Krispy
in the
Kreme
afternoon.
also. Krispy Kreme might be an interesting one.
Right? Yeah, we talked about that on the
Yeah.
podcast as well. So let's see if DNUT. We'll
Yep.
see how their earnings are. Lowe's and Jack in the Box report Wednesday morning, and then you've got companies like or such as Fubo, Hertz, and eBay reporting after the close. I'm keeping a close eye on those. Should be
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
interesting. And then
Thursday though is going to be really interesting. You've got Moderna and Nikola in the morning,
and
uh,
Alibaba.
and Alibaba. Yes.
We're gonna have a
Yes.
lot of hearts broken Thursday morning.
And also after close, we have Block, which is SQ
Yeah,
Square,
it
I
used to be
believe.
Square. The artist formerly known as
Coinbase
Square.
and Etsy, and also Beyond Meat. That's an interesting one.
We
And
have Open
one that
Door, Rocket Company, Zscaler. Thursday is going to be hot. Intuit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You and I have talked about this one in the past also as well for Thursday morning, which is Six Flags.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really interesting one.
Oh, that's my sleeper
Um,
hit right there. After Disney's
Parks
reports.
have been open the past year. They should see some increased revenues.
Yeah. I mean,
Mind you, it's been a slowish couple months with some inclement weather in the States. Maybe.
yeah, but it'll be very telling for the overall market. Like all eyes will probably be on Six Flags as well. You know, if you cared about Disney and you're really impressed with Disney's numbers for their parks, then you know Six Flags is gonna really help us to see if that was like a blimp on the radar, or if this is like a
If
trend.
that's a trend.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
something can stay.
Yeah.
And
Which
then
this honestly may be some good sentiment for gauging how Disney will perform in its next earnings. It's kind of halfway in between, no?
yeah, well, let's see. Boba Fett wasn't that
Disney
great.
was like a week or two ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they've got some more. You know, because they've
Did you
got
say Boba Fett wasn't that great?
It wasn't.
Oh, that
They've got mixed reviews. You can check
Okay.
out my other podcast, Zeitgeist Zealots, if you want to hear me break down episode by episode or a general
Yeah.
review for the Mandalorian or Boba Fett or the Mandalorian 2.5, as they say on the internet. But I didn't. You can't go 10 minutes talking stocks these days without talking about interest rates. And gosh darn
no.
it, I don't want to break that streak now. Our mystery topic to end off this Roots recap for Monday, February 21st.
Not rates.
Interest rates. So with rising tensions, rising inflation, right? Interest
Yeah.
rates, they're going to happen. Something's going to happen in March. But the market, Wall Street, can't decide if it's going to be 0.5 or 0.25. And, because the market, we, the people, need to know 24/7, they're always polling this quote unquote Wall Street, right? And the sentiment's been changing back and forth. I wish I had like a bar chart. It would just be zigzagging. It would look a lot like the market's trying to figure out if they think the Fed's going to raise interest rates to 0.25 or 0.5% in March. What do you think? I still think it's 0.25. No way with all this stuff that's going on right now.
So you can kind of think about it both ways. Having a 0.25% increase now will sort of ease us into the idea of a interest rate hike, whereas 0.5 now sort of rips the Band-Aid off halfway.
Slaps you in the face. But can the market, so you've got over half of the NASDAQ composite index down over 50%, right? We're only being held up by a handful of just these market darlings. And then you've got companies like Tesla.
That's actually crazy. I had not heard that stat before.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Oh, it's
Wow.
bad, dude. Yeah. Like we've been on this massive bull run, but we've been in a secret bear market.
We're held by the
we're held by Apple now, right? Microsoft is taking a dip,
Sure.
Nvidia's taking a dip, Tesla's now taking a dip. Apple
I had not seen that. I'm going to take a peek into this.
Apple's the only thing that's
today.
really holding us up right now,
Wow.
right? And it just
So basically,
and it
SPY
showed in
puts right
January.
now are Apple puts.
SPY puts right now are a money tree, in my opinion. I mean, this isn't obviously not financial advice, but everyone talks their book. So, full disclosure, SPY puts, yeah, baby, let's go. And speaking of that, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you so much for listening to another awesome episode of the Roots Recap. At least I hope it was awesome. Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, share it if you thought this was interesting, and you've got some buddies who care about the stock market as well. This has been, I don't know, what do you want to say? Major Monday?
Sure. And join me tomorrow for Timmy Tuesdays.
Oh, Timmy Tuesdays. Timmy, you want to talk about some trades on some Timmy Tuesdays? We can do some trades?
Sure.
Oh, we'll do some trades with Timmy on Tuesday. Thanks so much,
Tim
man.
trades on Tuesdays. Tuesdays with Tim trades. We'll
Sweet.
figure it out.
Follow us on Twitter. You can find our Discord there. Join our free Discord. Become a part of the conversation. Become a part of the conversation. I can type a lot better than I can speak. I'll tell you that right now. Thanks so much for listening, guys. You guys have a great one.